Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this bag we've got some tonneau covers that came with the MGTF when I bought the car. Now the reason why they're in a bag is because the foam that's on the inside of each of the tonneau covers is disintegrating. So when you put them on the car, they just shower the inside of the car and the soft top with this orange foam. So they're just completely useless. There's two that came with the car, so I got two tonneau covers, both of which do exactly the same thing, as in they're both broken, except one's got orange foam that's disintegrating everywhere and the other one's got black foam that's disintegrating everywhere. But hopefully I have two of them. What also came with it is 3 of the rubber tubes, of which there should be 4, which go on the back of the tonneau cover to keep it fixed underneath the boot. Now, the plan in today's video is to try and pick the best one out of the 2 and then see if we can clean them up, get rid of the disintegrating foam, and put together one that actually works. I'm not sure which one we're going to go with at the moment, so we'll get the other camera and I'll show you a bit up and close what the foam looks like when it's starting to disintegrate, before we run through some ways to try and resolve it. I'm not really sure if we're going to find a solution. I'm not sure what the solution is going to be yet, so it's kind of going to be a bit iterative as we go along in this episode, but all being well, we'll get one nice working clean tonneau cover that we can actually start using on the car. Okay, so here are the 2 tonneau covers laid out. As I mentioned earlier, we've got they're both black. 2 black tonneau covers, one that has this black foam that's disintegrating, and then another one that's got the orange foam that's disintegrating. Now, I did previously on this one have a go at removing. So what seems to happen, and I don't know if you can quite see it, I've got my fingers underneath, you have this layer of mesh on the outside, and then in between that layer and the leather layer behind it was at some point, what I think was anyway, some kind of foam, and then over the years that just disintegrates and then slowly just starts to shower out through this mesh. Now, as you can see, because I can get my hand behind it, I had last year had a go at cutting the mesh out to try and see if I could just clean it off. Now, that wasn't too successful, so it's probably worth doing it again, but doing it properly this time and actually finishing the job rather than leaving it halfway. So this was the mesh that I cut off of the last one. In looking at them again now and reading comments on some of the Facebook groups, I suspect, just a guess, that the orange one is the original one, and that's just because when people seem to talk about this on the Facebook groups, they talk about orange foam. They don't talk about black foam. So that makes me think that this orange one here is the original one. So I'm going to have a go at trying to fix this one first. I also seem to remember that this one had got some mark in the leather on the outside somewhere, which I can't quite see it right now, but I'm going to have a go at sorting the one with the orange foam first, and if that doesn't work for whatever reason, there's another one for us to have a go with. So the first thing that we're going to try, which I've read people suggesting, is the washing machine. So we will pop the tonneau cover in the washing machine. We'll stick it on I'll probably put it on a short wash, half an hour, not too hot, and just see if by putting it in the washing machine we might be able to wash out some of the foam that's in there. If that doesn't work, we'll try something else, but yeah, step one, let's wash the tonneau cover and see if it works. So we're going to put the tonneau cover in the washing machine, and then I'm going to put a really small amount of washing powder in there, not a lot at all. Again, not sure whether that's going to make any difference, but why not? So we'll put that in there, shut the door, turn the washing machine on, and we'll go for one. I'll try and find one that's about half an hour long, I think is what I want to try and find. So let's 34 minutes. Let's go for a hand wash, 34 minutes, low spin, low temperature. Go. Okay, so we're back out in the garage and we can see the tonneau cover is laid out here. If you get up close to it, yeah, you can see some of that yellow orangey foam still there, and you can just feel it on your fingers as well. It does seem to still be embedded in the foam, in the mesh a little bit. So washing the tonneau cover on a single wash, half an hour, didn't work completely. So what I will do next is put it in for a little bit longer. I'll probably put it in for an hour this time, let it wash for a little bit longer and see if that makes any difference. So we'll go do that now. We'll pop it back in the washing machine, and then we'll come back out and have another look and see if it looks any better after a second wash. Okay, so second wash is finished. So I'm going to take it out, head back down to the garage and take a look at it. So we're back out in the garage, second wash finished, and we'll show you the results. So as you can see, this time after the second wash, we have got no orange foam left. So I think we can definitely say after two washes and definitely a second longer wash, the tonneau cover does clean up really nicely. So now that's done, just a couple of little jobs to do on it before we can get this fitted to the car. I did rather silly, previously, I think it was last year, I had a go at removing the mesh to try and get at the foam behind it. So I might just stitch along there so that we can get that back nice and neat as well. And a note of caution as well, so previously, again, when I was having a go at fixing this last year, without doing it in the washing machine, which I should have just done from the very beginning. I think washing it in the washing machine is definitely the way forward. That I shouldn't have, which is what I did do, use a pair of scissors and a knife to try and cut the mesh off the back. So I will need to try and just fix this little tear that's in the leather as well. Although I suspect this probably isn't leather, it might be pleather, that lovely fake leather. So yeah, we'll get those little jobs done, get this finished, and then we'll get the tonneau cover fitted to the car so you can just see it once it's fitted to the car. Now it's all finished. I've got the tubing to put into the back of the tonneau cover as well, so we'll do that as well. So in the end, fixing the tonneau cover and sorting out the disintegrating foam turned out to be a much more straightforward job than I was expecting. In the end, it was just putting it in the washing machine for 2 washes, and that seemed to do the trick. I'd got some ideas in mind for other things that I was going to try next if putting it in the washing machine didn't work. I'd read a few posts online where people suggested about mixing up a PVA glue mix and painting that onto the back of it to hold what was left of the foam in place. Others included cutting out all of the foam and washing it all off. Those might work, and you may have well tried some of those yourselves. Thankfully this one worked for me. I'm really pleased with it, and it turned out really well. And now it's back on the car. As you can see, it does look really smart. I've had the car for 2 years, and I've had these tonneau covers for all of that time, and I've never been able to use them. So to have it there and available to use is a real bonus. Not sure how often I'm going to use it, to be honest, because it is a bit of a effort to put it in place, and it's much easier just to put the roof down and then get off driving. But nice to have it, and good that it's now fixed. Hopefully you found today's video useful. Might have given you some motivation to try and fix your disintegrating tonneau cover yourselves. And if you did find it useful, please do give the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one. And until next time, I'll see you soon.